So we're going to keep our eyes on it because it's slowly getting closer to northeast Broward there and may eventually sweep down a little bit further to the south. Now here's the thing, this band is moving out at the same time the storm is gradually moving away, so it's kind of a, it's moving away, but it's expanding at the same time. So if it gets into northern Broward, it's going to be a close call, too close for me to call. So we'll just say folks in northern and eastern Broward brace in the next 15 minutes for one outer band coming through, and then potentially an even stronger band coming through. With this activity would have the higher winds, and it's headed towards the northeast. So the bigger picture, let's zoom on down and talk about Miami-Dade. Some pretty good rains moving through right now, Miami-Dade. And you can see these rain bands here racing to the south. There's that other shower activity now in Broward. And then finally on into the Keys, where it remains pretty nice. We do have this one band here. It's falling apart, but it is racing to the south toward the middle and lower Keys there, and could produce some gusty winds as well. But that's certainly something that we're watching as we go out through the evening, and we're expecting another position update on the hurricane in about 15 minutes. All right, now though, let's talk more about the local effects here. What we're expecting as we go through the night, it's going to get a little bit windier. And we'll have Dave Warren join us. Dave? Yeah,
it's just that the bands we're watching here as we take a close-up look at this storm, it's slowly pushing to the northwest, but that band expanding outward. And National Weather Service, keep an eye on these showers here just off the coast. There's a severe thunderstorm there. They put out special marine warnings. It's off the coast and moving due south, so not expected to move inland. But this band here, which is moving south there towards Fort Lauderdale, will contain these strong gusty winds, and that storm they are concerned with is just off the coast. But this is moving south. As the storm is close enough, we'll continue to see these bands move through that contain the gusty wind. Could see tropical storm force or even higher as the closer to the storm you get. So there it is pushing south. It is just north of Miami-Dade right now, but there's another band that moved through. Seeing a little break here, so you have that band push through. You get the wind, the rain, then you get this little break here, but that band not far away. So these bands are closer and closer together as the storm is just off the coast, but continuing to move to the northwest. So just south of Miami here, this is pushed south. The concern with this there is the wind continues to gust, and this could lead to more power outages. Again, look at the Keys here. Not much in the way of rain showers there, but not completely dry. Here's what to expect for the rest of the night. This will show you where the strongest winds will be and the timing as well. 10 o'clock tonight, just north of Fort Lauderdale, up towards West Palm. You see that purple area expanding. That's close to the center of the storm now. With this latest computer forecast, picks it up right along the coast. This could be these hurricane force winds, and it's just the northern tip of Broward County there, 70 miles or more, 50 to 70 there around Fort Lauderdale, and a little less tropical storm force to the south. That'll continue to lift north throughout the night tonight, after midnight tonight, and throughout the day tomorrow. Things will slowly improve. The peak wind gusts only into the upper 30s right now, and the rainfall amounts on top of the storm surge. Quick contrast between very little rain and 6 to 10 inches of rain. So you're getting the storm surge flooding. You also see the flooding as a result of the very heavy rain. So what to expect with this timeline here? We're seeing these gusty squalls move through, maybe a little break in between each, but that's what we're expecting between now and midnight. After midnight tonight, slow improvement. Still a few showers tomorrow. It will still be breezy, but we'll want to say we see a little more sunshine tomorrow as the storm moves up the coast there. So a slow improvement. That's what we will expect to see overnight.
There are very strong winds here, and even stronger winds on the right side of the storm over there. And in the second, and then the winds drop just a little bit in the moat here, the moat like the moat around a castle. And then at the center, there are still very, very strong winds, Category 4 strength, and the pressure has actually gone down a little bit. So there are no indications at all that this hurricane is weakening in any way. In fact, it's holding its intensity. It may be growing in size now as it moves to the north, and certainly that is not good news as it moves to the north, because a bigger area to cover there is not a good thing. Here's the 4 o'clock positions. These are the latest coordinates, 26.0 north. 26 is about the latitude there that South Florida, Miami-Dade and Broward, the county line is on. The longitude 78.4 west, winds still at 140 miles an hour and moving 325. We've talked about that 325 number. That's that northwest direction. We didn't want that number to get lower because that meant it would be coming closer to us, the core of it, and moving 14 miles an hour. There's that pressure reading now, 938 millibars, 115 miles east-southeast of West Palm Beach. So that's the latest as of 4 o'clock, and of course we're waiting on the 5 o'clock advisory. As soon as we get it, we'll have it for you.
Craig, thank you.
Good morning, YouTubers. It is time for a conspiracy weather update. So it looks like it reformed, and it's kind of an eye wall. The interesting thing is that there's a dual hurricane. Much like the 2 hurricanes that went to Hawaii, they're maintaining 2 storms. And the second one seems to guide the first one. But let's just do this real quick. It is 6 a.m. Thursday morning. So it's still in the Bahamas. Now what the models are projecting is directly over the coast, 6 a.m. Friday. 6 a.m. Saturday in Georgia, where, you know, now this is changing a lot because yesterday it was projected to be moved off. 6 a.m. Sunday up here higher by the Carolinas and messing with them. Note that the dual sister hurricane stays here, and no matter what happens, it just kind of maintains this block here. Oops. Let's go back. Okay. This would be 6 a.m. Monday. And then if we step through the data, 9 a.m. Monday, noon on Monday, 3 p.m. on Monday, 6 p.m. on Monday, 9 p.m. on Monday. It's heading directly back in to Florida at Miami, and that's as far as the model will go. And so that is your conspiracy weather update for Thursday morning at 6 a.m. Hello, YouTubers. It's Tachyon Time Lord, and it's time for a conspiracy weather update. It's about 9 p.m. 10:05 Eastern Standard Time. You know, there's so much going on, and of course everybody is focused on Matthew here, and yet I pulled this up to look at it, and I'm just astounded that there's another hurricane out here that I don't hear mention of, and then there is this wind shearing like, or coming down the coast like I have never seen anything. And that's a pretty spectacular feature. And you look at this and you'd think, man, maybe I'd see the clouds move like that. Amazingly enough, no. All of these clouds are actually moving north. There's this incredible shear that's showing up at the surface level coming down. Here's Matthew. And then here's this other hurricane which has been out here persistent for days and days. That doesn't get talked about. So, you know, this is a strange anomaly. It's another dual hurricane like what hit Hawaii, you know, left and right. And then this feature with this wind coming down here. So let's just step through the atmosphere and see what happens. Okay. At 1 mile up, you can see it's really truly amazing. There's the wind coming between the hurricanes. And then there's this clear air feature that makes the wind hockey stick. It gets caught in here. It's here at the surface level, half a mile up, 1 mile up, 2 miles up. It's kind of still here. And then all of a sudden, the wind really switches to the outflow. Or to a northerly flow. Okay, so here you've got air coming across the tops of both of the hurricanes, and then you've got outward flow. Which is where the clouds are going, but you've got flow this way over across top of them, and you can kind of see that this cloud area here is caught in a westerly flow. Interesting. And then of course we'll get up to the jet stream. Wow. I mean, wow. What the heck is this? Trough out here guiding and steering Mathew to make sure that it comes up the coast here instead of moves in. So, okay, and now of course as you're looking at the 6 mile up jet stream winds, you can see that Mathew, you know, the winds up here are just going to take it towards the coast and then around. So let's just run through and see what happens at the jet stream level for a couple days to make it come and clip here and then hockey stick, you turn it back around. So it's now 9 p.m. on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Thursday. It'll be just there. Gonna go in 3 hours. Midnight Thursday, and it really moves in towards the Florida, and that's because this wind, the jet stream wind, is coming around behind it and forcing it. Wow, that is a cool feature, that the other hurricane out here becomes the driving force to send this along the coastline. The trough is here, keeping it in this direction. This vortex is here, pushing it. Just amazing. Midnight, 3 a.m. Ooh, now this is a little different. This is well below Cocoa Beach, and that is a clear landfall. Of course, we're 6 miles up. Does that correspond to the surface? Oh, yes it does. So you've got this hurricane over here. Somehow we're going to get a vortex like this coming around, pushing this baby in. Wow. So you've got a hurricane underneath here spinning counterclockwise. But at 6 miles up, you've got a clockwise vortex spinning off of this hurricane. That's just truly amazing. It's 3 a.m. (6 a.m. Friday). (9 a.m. Friday). Wow, it's just devastating. Noontime Friday. Come on. 3 p.m. Friday. That's right over Daytona.